Want to get a testimony video from a client who doesn't want to be on video? Then do this. Step 1, get a photo of the client. Step 2, ask them to record an audio testimonial for you. If they don't know how, ask them to record a voice note on their phone and then send it to you, or hop on Zoom and do a call and record their voice there. Step 3, take their audio and their picture and turn it into an animated testimonial video. Step 4, you can use Canva to create that, and here's how you do it. So the easiest way to do this is in Canva, and what you want to do is upload that picture and the audio into Canva and then drag it onto here and just edit and type the text based on what the audio says. So what I'll do is I'll come over to where my uploads are. I uploaded a sample audio clip, so I'm going to take that and that added it down here, which you can see. Now I'm also going to click over here on images. I have an image of a client. Take that. We're just going to kind of expand this so that it fits the screen here. All right, good enough. And you can see the audio clip down here. I'll play this real quick so you can hear the audio and you can see the image, but it's boring. There's nothing to it. You'll see what I mean here.
I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up.
Okay, so there's nothing there. So what we want to do to make this a little more dynamic is we just want to add some text over here. So we'll come over to the text box here on the left and we'll just grab some random text. We'll say this right here. This looks fine. Drag it over to where we want it. I'm going to change the size because I know there's going to be probably a bunch of text in here that's going to fit. I'm going to probably just make it a little bit taller. Let's make this 1.05, get some spacing in there. Cool. I'm going to delete the Angelo Brewing, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to duplicate this. So Command C, Command V, and I'm going to put a person's name there, the client's name. Down here we'll say ABC Fitness or whatever, and I'm going to change the size of this because we want this to be smaller than the actual text they're reading. So let's change that to 55. So we'll drag this here. Now the key is to listen to what the clip is saying, and then you're going to want to split this clip. So let's just listen for a second and then we'll split it.
I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up.
Perfect. So we're going to stop right there. I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up. So let's type that in right here. Okay. So now where this line is right here, what we want to do is we want to split this clip, and this is why it's important. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to right click, and you'll see where it says split page. You can also do the same thing by clicking the 3 dots and it'll give you the option to split the clip. But now this is the first phrase of what she says. I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up. Now we want to hear the second part of what she says, which is
I've been able to see a difference in my muscle tone and my muscle definition.
Okay, so she says I'm able to see, I'm going to type this in. And then right where she stops that again, this is where we're going to split the clip. Split the page. Okay, so now if we go back and play it, you'll see how the text changes on each one.
I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up. I've been able to see a difference in my muscle tone and my muscle definition.
Close enough. We can fix the text a little bit later, but you get the idea. I'm going to go through and do the rest of the video to save some time here. So now I went through, I've done all the slides. I also added a little bit of color to one of like the powerful words within each clip. That way it just gives a little bit more to stand out. And there's one other thing that we can do to make this pop, so that way it engages our audiences, and we can click on the text here and we can add an animation to it. So we go click the text, come up to the top here where it says animate, click on that, and then you can see how if we hover over them, you can choose which one you want to come on to here. So I'm going to use the breathe one. I like that, and what I'm going to do is pretty much leave that as it is. And okay, and then we go back and we apply the same thing, the same animation to the text on the second slide and all the other slides, so on. So I'm going to do that. I'll speed that up and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so now we finished all that. Then the last step to do in this is you just want to add a call to action. What we could do if we didn't want to have this on here is we could just extend this clip all the way out here. When we get to the end of the audio, we can split that right there, and we can make this the call to action as well if we wanted to. And then I'll animate that as well. So now we'll just delete this. And now we have our video. Now let's just go back at the beginning and play it so we can see the whole thing.
I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up. I've been able to see a difference in my muscle tone and my muscle definition. And putting on a pair of jeans, they're a little bit tighter in the butt, but my waist has stayed the same size.
So there you have it. And if you wanted to do one more thing to this, we could add a little bit of music, which I always like. It just adds one other element. So I'm going to add that on here for you to see. I've already uploaded a sample that's in here. All you're going to do is just click on it and you can see it down here. Now, the key with the audio is that it's going to be much louder when you put it in here than the person's voice. So you want to really lower this down. So you come up to the top here, click this little audio button, and it's going to be much lower. I'm going to use usually 2 or 3. Let's keep it at that. And this should work out pretty good. We should have our final video right here. Let's play it to find out.
I'm able to do an unassisted pull-up. I've been able to see a difference in my muscle tone and my muscle definition. And putting on a pair of jeans, they're a little bit tighter in the butt, but my waist has stayed the same size.
So there you have it. There is an animated testimonial that you got from someone's audio message. So there you have it. That's how to create a testimony video from a client who does not want to be on camera.